Hey guys, thanks for joining me. Brandon Killius here at Paula's house over in Shore Acres, Florida. Join me while we walk through and see the before our renovations. This is a huge fireplace. I wonder if reducing it down a little tiny bit and tiling it inside again with that new glass display, if it would be better, or do we keep it really wide and look for a big wide, maybe even two of them that go side by side? We may have to do a little bit of removal around it as well. We can go with a square drain, a linear drain, or a round drain. We're here and looking at a bathroom. One tip for some bathrooms: if you have a small space in a bathroom, larger format tile sometimes makes the space feel larger. Also, when you tile, don't stop at the top of the shower right here. Go all the way to the ceiling, and it gives it a little bit of a larger feel. In this case, we're going to remove this bathtub and we're going to turn it into a shower. So we'll move that drain to the center, or we'll give it a linear drain. We obviously raise the diverter valve up. If you want lit mirrors, it's important because while we're behind the walls, we have to bring power behind those mirrors. And if you want ceiling lighting, we have to bring power into the ceiling. So having a solid game plan of knowing what tile you want, or even a rough idea of a few options. Do you want Schluter around all your edges, or do you want a bullnose tile around the edges? Lighting layout, switch banks if you want a single gang, double overhead stack switch, or do you want a 2 or 3 gang switch box where we normally put like the plug and the switches in the same like outlet box, so it has one cover plate? Do you want a vanity that sits on the floor? Do you want a floating vanity? All of those things matter because it affects behind the walls. If you want a floating vanity, we have to put heavy brackets in the wall before we drywall or Durarock. So it's important to know some of those things, and it helps us as contractors quite a bit. They're going to start on the outside today.
We're obviously going to be demoing all of the tile and the coping. We're going to take all of that off. What I've instructed Bruno to do is just, we're going to start at the house with the pavers, and we're going to run to about a foot off of here, like almost like this line. We'll leave all of this open so you can build your false wall, come up with your pillars, because we're probably going to do a 5-foot walkway from here to there. It's going to look a lot better if we just take it to the gate. Won't charge you for that, but we'll take it to the gate. That way it makes sense. All of the backyard will be the white pewter, and then your driveway pavers will start up there.
So another thing I've learned from coming in after the storm and doing renovations for people and running through Xactimate and trying to figure out what their losses are, an easy thing to do before the storm season or before a storm comes is to take a little video around your house. Every insurance company, FEMA, when we go to file paperwork to try to get money for you guys after the storm, that's the first thing they ask. Even the city, when we go to get permits, they want to know pre-storm pictures, post-storm pictures, the demo pictures of the house. So the more detail you have of your stuff while it's in good condition and your personal belongings, it's going to be a lot easier to prove that really quickly and get quick money from your insurance company when you need it. So if preparing for a storm is overwhelming for you and you have a lot of stuff around your house and you need help, please feel free to reach out to us. We have multiple ways to get on our registration list pre-storm. If there's a storm coming, you can register so that way as soon as the storm passes, we can start notifying everybody and get you on a list. Or reach out to us. We'd be happy to come out and help you walk your property, go through everything with you, get drainage tips and tricks. If you need anything more than the advice I'm giving over the camera, please feel free to call us.